Hi, Leo. Welcome to Born Without Boundaries. My name is Michelle. No, I normally don't have this beautiful accoutrement with me. This is my ACDF surgery. I'm recovering. But I wanted to do your week ahead. This is for August 11th through 17th. We have for the sign of Leo. I'll be doing that a lot, just to let you guys know. If you have not yet, please do click subscribe and ring that bell so that when I go live, and hopefully after this next week, I'll be going live a lot more often again. Please do click subscribe. Gotta plug my phone in. I know the quality. Please just click subscribe and ring that bell so that you get all the notifications of when I go live. Okay, Leo, so this is for you. Just to let you guys know, there's a couple of major astrological things happening this week. Number one is the full moon that happens on August 15th. It's in the sign of Aquarius, illuminating our ideas of public relationships, of friendships, of groups, of clubs, of discussions, of forums. It's also a time, basically, it's a time for higher thinking. Jupiter, the second big thing that's happening, is also going direct. It was in retrograde, and now it's going direct into Sagittarius this week. Understand something. This is also a sign of higher thought, of philosophies, of understanding the world from a philosophical point of view. Essentially, the two major astrological occurrences are telling us to enjoy the thought process and enjoy the concepts, but don't get messed up in the details, because the details are going to trip you up this week. So go with the flow. Find more pleasure and enjoyment in thinking about something, conceptualizing it, debating about it, than in actually jumping into it. Because jumping into things this week, there's going to be a lot of turmoil that you did not expect. Seriously. So the great thing to do this week is to just chill out. To relax as much as you can. This is the summer. This is what they call the dog days of summer. Enjoy them, Leo. That's what you do. You let yourself languish by the watering hole. You let yourself go on a little bit of a vacation, travel. This is a great time to travel, especially with Jupiter going back into Sagittarius. This is a great time for foreign travel. So if you have the opportunity, jump to it. If not, then just take a staycation and try to enjoy yourself. Okay? You'll really love getting involved with things that will help you, I don't know, expand your mind this week. Taking up a good book is a great idea. Something quiet and something that doesn't commit you to dealing with a lot of people. Because in terms of one-on-one communication, there's going to be a lot of conflict and craziness. And it's better to just avoid it. If you're talking about relationships this week, Leo, I wouldn't take anything that happens this week too seriously. I would stay focused on you and your well-being. And your happiness, right? People should be holding court in the court of Leo. Let's see what's in the cards in response to this week, August 11th through the 17th, for the zodiac sign of Leo. Oh, the cards are popping out, so the messages are going to be clear. Okay. Be loyal to what you love. I was just talking about holding court. A rebirth is assured. What does that mean, Leo? It means you don't have to rush it, okay? This is not a week of proactivity. This is a week of going with the flow. Be at home, what I say. This is a great time for a staycation. But it's also about regenerating and rejuvenating within yourself. A lot has happened to you over the past couple of months. This is a great week for giving yourself the physical time and physical space to regenerate and heal. I'm saying this as I feel a lump in my throat. So it is for me too. You know, I talk to you as I talk to myself. This is a week of recovery and recuperation. Be loyal to what you love. You. Do you hear that, Leo? Like, that's the message this week. Be loyal to yourself this week. Be loyal to what you believe in and not just your dreams, but your ideals. But be loyal to them in the way of not just believing in them. Read more about them. Explore more about them. Learn more about them. This is a great week for broadening your mind and learning new things about the things you already love. This would be a great week to get involved in, say you like, say you like music. It'd be a great week for getting involved in something that has to do with, it would be a great week for a music class or going online and taking a tutorial. Something that is like a quiet learning experience. It'd be a great time to read a book on Bach and Beethoven. I know that sounds like boring, but maybe that's what we need this week, is what I'm saying. Sagittarius might be in the house for you this week, and it could just be that this is Jupiter coming back in. Jupiter is the home sign for Sagittarius. Like I said, Jupiter goes direct this week. Think on your feet. This is a warning, Leo. This is a warning because you're going to get bombarded with some pretty hard-headed assholes this week. I'm just letting you know that that's the truth. There's going to be some shade thrown your way. Why? Because that's this week. It's conflicting. Don't take it personally. Be loyal to who you are and focus on self-love. And that's why I say, take a freaking vacation if you can. Seriously, do it. Right? Because that's what's going to help you relax and rejuvenate. There's a lot of conflict. If you get into the thick of things this week, Leo, there's going to be a lot of conflict being thrown at you. And honestly, you don't need it. You don't need it. People that really, honestly, almost like people are taking aim at you because they don't know where else to aim things. And you're a strong target, right? You're a shiny target. And they're going to be taking aim at you because, oh, look, it won't hurt Leo. Leo always feels good about themselves. Leo always finds a way to make everything work out. So if I take aim at Leo, then Leo's going to be okay. It's them basically dealing with their own demons because there's a lot of emotional turmoil this week in everybody. And you might find yourself being like the target for bullshit that doesn't even have to do with you. This is why I say, if you can avoid people this week, do it. If you can avoid, this will be mostly conflicts at things like work. Yeah, things like work or stupid social situations. Like if you go out to a bar and there are too many young, like, school kids there. It's like, oh my God, eye roll, eye roll, eye roll. You want to avoid situations that get you around too many people who, well, first of all, you can't avoid work, right? But there might be conflicts coming at you with work this week. You know, in terms of just people, you'll see this, you'll notice this, Leo. People popping off at you because they think you're a safe place to pop off. Good luck with that, right? But you may be getting a lot of conflict coming from people feeling a little too confident in themselves, right? And that's coming actually from some deep-rooted places of insecurity, right? So just letting you know, that could be an issue this week. Stay around people who, honestly, stay around yourself this week. I know this is hard because you tend to be more of a social sign, Leo. But if you can, just give yourself a little bit of R&R this week. Relax. And I seriously, take in a good book. Study what you love. That's what I'm saying. Like, do online courses instead of, like, live courses, like, at a college. I know this is going to sound weird, but avoid your court this week, Leo. Avoid it. Because at the very least, even if the shit doesn't get slung at you, it's going to be like, there's going to be shit being slung around all over at each other, and you may get caught in the crossfires. A lot of things are going to be popping off this week in terms of you. As long as you remember to love yourself and to stay true to, you know, your commitment to your own well-being, I think that spiritually this is going to be a very relaxing week for you. But there's conflict outside of you that could really throw a chink in your chain. So just be wary of that. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Oh yeah. Some news and information is coming into you this week, Leo. maybe about somebody who was a little bit pompous and stuck on themselves in the past. And it's going to be up to you to basically smooth things out with them and be charitable with them, because you realize, hey, you know what? They're just a freaking douchebag, and there's really nothing more that I can do about them. They're not my responsibility. In other words, this charity that you're giving to them to this week is honestly just basically you forgiving them, for like forgiveness, as in letting go, untethering yourself to their bullshit, right? Realizing, oh, look at all this conflict, look at all this ridiculousness. They just want to bring more of this in my life. And really being the bigger person this week, Leo, and avoiding conflict by realizing that, oh, I just felt a big relief coming from you. You don't need this person in your life. I feel like there's this person that you've held on to for a long time. This person that you've allowed too many concessions toward. And Leo, it's going to become very, very evident this week that you just don't need that person in your life. That you're ready to let go. You know, and it doesn't have to be a big thing. Don't make a big thing out of anything this week. Let it go quietly. That's what I'm saying. In the most quiet way, let this person just sort of slide by on their own shit path out of your life. Just let it go. Just all you have to do this week to avoid conflict, Leo, is step back. Because the shit will take care of itself. I'm just letting you know. And overall, this is a time for healing. Healing and recovery. You know, getting yourself back to getting the loyal people in your life and letting the shit roll out of it. And seeing people for who they are and not making excuses for them. And not being the battering ram for other people's insecurities. This is all coming out this week. So it's going to be a big week for you, but it's going to be very cleansing. It's going to be very cleansing and very healing. Heart, healthy, happy heart. Ooh, and take a leap of faith. Okay, so, oh, and here's your card. Look at that. So, good thing, listen. In other words, what these cards are telling me, Leo, is it's all for good reasons that this is happening. This shit's got to clear out, right? Because Jupiter's just going direct. It's the planet of good luck and fortune. And here you have good luck and fortune coming up in your reading. Taking a leap of faith. I don't want you to take any huge leaps this week. Because like I said, you've got shit trails like sliding past you. What the leap of faith I want you to take in is that things are running downstream and you stay upstream. Take the leap of faith in the flow of things. In the fact that you don't have to do much this week to let the shit run out of your life. That's what I'm saying. Inactivity this week, Leo, is your secret weapon. Sweet results await. This is your happy ending, okay? This is your sunshine at the end of the storm. This is your avoiding the tree from falling on you by staying still, and it ends up falling in the opposite direction. This is what I'm saying this week, Leo. The more still and patient and practical you are this week, the more confident and the more you just work on reminding yourself to be happy inside yourself. I know this seems like a boring reading. Over on Vimeo, don't worry, Leo. We will pick some cards. We'll go into romantic love specifically, and we'll dive a little bit deeper into these potential conflicts. But overall, you're going to really make your heart happy by allowing yourself to heal and stay out of the shitstorm this week. Warnings that there are going to be people trying to come at you, not in big ways. Don't worry about that. Seriously, not in big ways, but in ways that are like, it's like they're coming on as an elephant, but they're really the size of a mouse. You see what I'm saying? It's like a bunch of other people's insecurities that they might try to spew at you, which is why I say avoid social situations as much as you possibly can this week. I know that's very difficult for you because you like social situations, but this week is really about rejuvenating and re-energizing, reinvigorating your own sense of self, your own interests, the things that you love the most. This is a great week to read a book on that new subject that you wanted to study. This is a new week to respect and love who you are and be loyal and honor who you are by giving yourself that time, by giving you all your attention, by being your own court if you will, this week, Leo. There's some tensions rising around you. There's a lot of, like, Sagittarian energy that can be very spur of the moment, in the now. It's telling you to just be in the now, right? If things start coming up underneath the surface, and they will try this week. There will be things trying to come creep at you from the dark. They're other people's bullshit. And I think on the biggest level, Leo, you already know that they're other people's bullshit. So all you have to do is step out of the way and let them deal with their own you-know-what. Seriously, your fortune here this week is coming in just taking a step back, not being confrontational, and letting people have their conflicts with themselves, outside of themselves. Don't be a battering ram, but literally take yourself physically out of the presence of anybody who is trying to throw shade in your direction or trying to make you responsible for their conflict. Just say, it's time for me to go, and walk away. Yeah, that's your superpower this week. It's taking a higher perspective of life and getting back together with you and yourself. You know, this is about letting Jupiter fill you up with that tremendous energy of luck and prosperity and abundance that runs all throughout your body, from your head to your toe. Feel it fill you up. What I'm saying this week, Leo, is you must be filled in order to contribute. And this week is about allowing yourself to be refilled. All right, if you want the extended reading, please do come across to Vimeo. I'll pull Whispers of Love to specifically focus in on romance, but I also want to get a few clarifiers in terms of a few more details about where most of this conflict might be coming from. Though I will say, though, it's probably going to come from coworkers or, like I said, people out and about, partying too much, partying too hard, alcohol mixed with too much sunshine, a lot of bullshit could be thrown in your way. Just stupid stuff that you would really rather avoid. All right, Leo? So I'll either talk to you over on Vimeo, or I wish you a peaceful, illuminating week, and I'll see you next week.